Something a ton of people are doing in 2022 is going about the sales process of their home without an agent. And while this can be incredibly successful, I've also seen cases where it goes terribly wrong. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys the 5 things you need to avoid in order to not fail as a for sale by owner. Before we jump into it, my name is Dallas.blanton. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm with eXp. If you or anyone you know is thinking about selling, you want to sell with an agent, go ahead, hit the link down below. I'd be more than happy to chat, see if I'm in a position to be able to help whoever it may be out with the purchase or sale of a home. Now, let's jump right into it. Number 1 is failure to prepare. This kind of comes along with what a lot of the traditional advice is, but you need to declutter, you need to depersonalize, you need to do a deep cleaning, and you need to get the home in shape to be able to show. Along with this, you might want to stage the home. I know that just because you have stuff in there, you go, oh, you know, I've already have furniture. Your furniture might not be the furniture that the prospective buyer wants, and these staging companies, they specialize in getting furniture in homes that accentuate the features of the home, accentuate the space of the home, so that when buyers come in there, it feels warm, it feels welcoming, and at the end of the day, they want to purchase the home, not go in there and be like, all right, they're focused on your furniture, they're focused on your artwork, whatever the case may be. Number 2 is pricing the property horribly wrong. The Zestimate is not an accurate indicator of what your home is worth. That policy lost Zillow $892 million last year. If that gives you any idea how accurate their Zestimate program was, you need to go through and do a thorough analysis of the homes that are in your area, the homes you're competing with, the homes that have just sold, the homes that are under contract, and make sure that you're pricing your home in an area that's competitive. Pricing a home is a lot more of an art than it is a science, at least in my personal opinion. So you need to really do your due diligence on this and make sure that that home is priced in a position where it can sell. You do not want to be the most expensive home by $50,000 if there's nothing in those pictures or the video or the walkthrough that does any justification to that number. Number 3 is a lack of marketing experience. I know a lot of people go, oh, look, the home's on Zillow. I've got really bad news for you if that's your marketing strategy. No agent is checking Zillow. I've looked on Zillow for a client of mine 0 times. It's just not an efficient way to search. Agents are going to use the FMLS or the GAMLS here in Georgia. The only people that might see the home are buyers, and they might send it to the agent because it's just the likelihood that what is on there that isn't listed on the listing service is just very, very slim. No agent is going to be diving through Zillow looking for homes that are for sale by owner. It's just very unlikely that that's going to happen. You need to be going out there, direct mail, voicemail drops, social media ads. You need to get professional photography taken. You need to be doing video walkthroughs. You need to really go out there and proactively market your property, especially as we head into more and more of a bit of a shifting market here in October, heading into November of 2022. And it's a bit of a return to normal. I wouldn't expect to see that feeding frenzy mentality that we saw 12, 18, 24 months ago return anytime soon. Market your property the right way. Number 4 is pretty basic. It's just not having time to deal with buyers and get the showing scheduled. It can be a huge hassle to try and figure out when people are going to come and take a look at the home, and you really don't want to be sitting there going back and forth and wasting your valuable time dealing with these people. It can be an absolute nightmare trying to get showing scheduled. If you're not using something like Showing Time, you don't have a lockbox like a super box that makes it super easy for agents to get in. It just adds to the stress of the whole transaction, and you just don't really want to be dealing with that. And if you're having an issue dealing with that stress, it can bleed over into the transaction itself and make things go much less smoothly than they need to. And last but certainly not least is the actual details of the offer. Dealing with the paperwork, dealing with the title, dealing with the closing attorneys, dealing with the appraisers, the lenders, all that fun stuff. If you don't have experience doing it, it can be a bit overwhelming, and you can kind of feel like you're stuck out there by yourself on an island. That's not a fun place to be, especially when you're selling what is probably the most expensive asset that you own, your own home. So if you want to avoid all of these things, if you're thinking about listing with an agent, I'd be more than happy to chat with you and see if you're in a position where I think I'd be able to help. That link again is right down in the description below. Just reach out. My number will be there as well. I'd love to talk to you, see if I can help out. While you're at it, again, if you want to be a good Samaritan, you can hit the like button. It does a hell of a lot of good for me. It takes 2 seconds of your time, and I would be super, super appreciative of that. Again, my name is Dallas.blanton with eXp Realty here in Atlanta. Talk to y'all soon.